question number 16 on Schoology. We're going to do this one on the right-hand side. So you can solve this one using the square root method because we don't have a middle B term and we do have a square. And I'm going to show you how to do it using Desmos instead of doing it by hand. So we're going to do box, box. And remember that whenever we do this on Desmos, we need to type in y equals. Because if you don't type in y equals, it will not graph this one on the right because it's just a plain number and it thinks you're going to calculate with it. So we're going to need to make sure that we type in y equals and 3x squared plus 7 and then y equals 301. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to type those in. And I wanted to show you what would happen if you type these in, y equals, and then there's no other line there, and you won't be able to see it on this screen. I'm going to type it in with the y equals and again tell you you're not going to be able to see it. The reason that you can't see this other purple line is because it's all the way up at 301. So you can move your Desmos screen around and zoom and push, pull, and drag until you see the green, which is a U, it's a parabola, and the line, the purple line. The directions on your Schoology say that we're going to tap where the two things cross. So my green and my purple are going to cross in two different places. And so those two things are my answer, negative 9.899 and a positive 9.899. Now we don't have those in our answer choices. We have a 9, an 81, a 3, 6 square roots of 3, 7 square roots of 3, 7 square roots of 2, and 14 square roots of 2. So we know that it can't be the positive or negative 9, 81, or 3 because those don't have decimals. So we can actually go in now and we can just check ourselves by typing in these answer choices. 7 square roots of 3 was next. 7 square roots of 2 and 14 square root of 2. All right, now I typed in all of the answer choices so I can go back in and I can tap on those now. So which answer choice is going to have that x value? And the answer is 7 square roots of 2. We have the positive and the negative version, so we would pick the one that says positive and negative 7 square roots of 2. And this one is the one that you actually see in the answers because that's the positive one. So you are going to pick, for this right-hand side, a positive negative 7 square roots of 2 for your answer. And here's our hint. If your answers are decimals on Desmos, you can use your multiple choice and match. And that's what we just did. You can also do it by hand, but we would like to use Desmos for this example. You're going to do the one on the right-hand side now. Remember that when you type these in, you're going to type box. So y equals x right here, x squared minus 4, and then your other side right here, y equals. If you don't type in y equals, it will not graph that line all the way up at 77. You're going to have the same thing that we had. You're going to have a parabola and a line. Oh, wrong colors. You're going to have a parabola and a line, and the way that I did it should look like this. And you're going to find where they cross and tap on it. And you're going to use the x values from both of those points to find your answer and put it in there. You can use this method. You can go back and check your work to make sure that you get all of them correct by using this method. So you can go back and check to make sure that everything that you did was correct. And I'm going to do example number 9 with you to show you what I mean. So we did this one all by hand, and now I'm going to go back and show you how you do it with the boxes and typing things in. So we could type in y equals x minus 5 squared, and then y equals 100. So we're going to go type those in and see if we get the answers that we got. And we did it by hand. So again, x squared, it was minus 5, oh no, not x squared minus 5, x x minus 5 squared. X minus 5, and then we have our squared equals, and then we have our 100. So this one graphed because it was fine, but that one didn't know I was graphing, so I have to tell it y equals. And then we tap, we get a negative 5 and a positive 15 are the numbers in the x coordinate spot. Those are your answers for number 9. And there it is. Both of the two that we just checked online, so I know that we got those correct. Again, you can go back and check all the ones that you did by yourself to make sure that you get a fantastic result on this assessment.